and make sure that your turkey is glazed with Moderna so that that you can be safe and eat the good eats and get mega fucking itis. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Jaking Off Show. This episode of the Jaking Off Show is brought to you by Fnxfitness Liquid Death Mountain Water and OG Shenron's Vintage Clothing. Check the links in the description below if you're watching this on YouTube, or if you're listening, go to the episode description. Click the link. Sponsors. Ooh, this mighty and tiny podcast has sponsors. Yes. Check it out. If you want to live a healthier lifestyle, go to Fnxfitness.com and buy some protein powder and buy some, krill oil to make the brain move faster and better. Like neuro health type of stuff that I'm definitely using for real. I buy the turmeric gummies. I wouldn't be sponsored by the thing that I wouldn't use or actually be passionate about. But go to Fnxfitness.com, use promo code JAKEOFF, get 15% off of any order. If you want to try out losing some weight and getting in good shape for your 2022 goals, for New Year's resolution. And look, if you're not thinking about a New Year's resolution right now, you should be right now, because by the time you come up with one, New Year's will already be happening and done with, and you're already behind. So start thinking about your 2022 goals now. And if weight loss and getting in shape is one of those things, go to Fnxfitness.com, go to the check window shop, if at the very least, check the stuff out, see if it's right for you, and use promo code JAKEOFF and get 15% off of any order. Just do it. You'll help yourself and you'll be helping out the podcast. Do it because it helps me, and I want to help you, and I want to help everybody else. So do that. Also, go to liquiddeath.com, type in promo code Jake, get $2 off of any order when you order any merch, anything from Liquid Death. $2. Look, it ain't much. It'll cover shipping basically. So check that out too. That'll help me help you, and this podcast can be a whole lot better. But that's the sponsors. Oh shit, we got that out of the way. Whew! Let's just start the show already. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, and the kings and queens and in-betweens, welcome back to another episode of the Jaking Off Show. It's me, it's by myself, all by myself for now, because Thanksgiving's coming up and we're all going to get into major political arguments with our families this week. So if you were preparing yourself to not talk about that stuff and have that stuff not happen, even if it's not at the dinner table, be prepared if you live that kind of life. I have conservative family members, and I find myself on the left sometimes. I don't know. I'm politically homeless. But talk about Kyle Rittenhouse. Talk about Ahmaud Arbery. Bring all of it to the table. There's people that are like, oh, no politics, no religion. Bleh. No, that's when you disturb families and make sure you don't get invited to the next one because you didn't even want to be there in the first place. Have those arguments. Do it. Do it. Estrange yourself from your family. Spread out and plow the fields, bitches. You have too many nuts in your bag of trail mix, and you must make the decision to tear your family apart with polarizing murder trials that become politicized and not worrying about the facts. I don't know. We're not here to talk about that, but we are here to talk about you starting beef with your family at a nice dinner. That's what it's all about. You start shit. Don't be cordial. In fact, look like a G when you're doing it. Dress up like Ned Flanders. Look really nice. Do your best like Sunday clothes. Do it. Dress to the T's. Dress to the nines. Whatever you want to call it. Flex, drip, what? I don't fucking know. Do I look like someone that dresses well? No. So I don't know. Even if I do dress well, I still look like I sell drugs out of a van. But start shit. just stir the pot, because you know what? Life is too boring. It's too boring, and the world almost fucking ended, and yet people will still go back to little small petty shit to bitch about. We're not actually united here. So just start shit. Stir it up. Just stir it up. I don't know. I'm playing a song in my head, and it's not working anymore because there are too many tabs open. This episode is also sponsored by marijuana. It's also sponsored by marijuana, because guess what? I got to tell you guys something. Long time ago, I probably mentioned that I cook with cannabis oil, and I stopped doing that for a while because I didn't get more oil. Now, the reason is because, and I've talked about this before, is my gut hurts all the time. I got ulcers, I got GI, gastrointestinal issues. You know, if you know, you know. But it's not a fun experience. So I'm putting cannabis oil in like everything that I cook with. Like instead of using coconut oil or olive oil like on a pan before you cook up something, cannabis oil. Just a little drizzle of that, or like, you know, cover the whole pan and throw on eggs or meat or chicken or whatever you can marinate it with stuff. And there's no like really exact way to measure it. Like I could put a little and just find the balance and go about my life, or I can put a lot and get fucked up on breakfast. Oh. So I basically did, you know, just a cheese omelet, you know, and with cannabis oil. And I have not been in pain for 2 days. It's a new record. It's helping with less trips because I have flare-ups and stuff. But I need to function. So, you know, I have to do stuff. And unless I'm at work or something, or doing something where I have to like tolerate it, like I have to be high. Like I wouldn't want to, like, for example, I can't be too high doing anything really. Because it helps with the healing process, but I can't just go about my life doing. So I spent several months not using it because maybe I should use dinner instead. Yes, have it as a dinner, not as a breakfast to start my day. That might be better because I've been sleeping like a baby. I don't know if you've noticed me lately, but these bags under my eyes fly for free, and it's not good. That's why I look older than I actually am. I look very tired. I have not had a good night's sleep, and I would say we're rounding on like 4 years now. So I have just not been okay for a good while in terms of my physical health. And that's why I buy immunosupplement support stuff for my sponsor, the immunocomplex tablets, little pill thing. They taste like shit, but you know, you have that, just have that with a glass of water after a meal. And it's got like zinc and elderberry and like all this like stuff because, you know, the COVID hit and I'm like, oh shit, I have this like autoimmune problem. Am I gonna die? But so far, so good. And I'm fine. I'm completely fucking fine. And part of the, you know, putting more layers of Swiss cheese, as Lord Fauci puts it, I am like, you know, completely shield against this bullshit. Even though I'm pretty sure I got it and kicked it a year ago, because I felt like crap for like a week. But the thing is, I could taste and smell, so I don't. Could have just been the flu. I don't know. I am lucky to say that I haven't taken a single COVID test. Those nose things, never did it. Never felt like I had to do it, and because I was just a stowaway for like 8 months, you know, and Oklahoma doesn't really give a fuck about it over here. So, and you know, I'm like not scared, you know, I can keep my wits about me. But make sure you talk about Kyle Rittenhouse and Ahmaud Arbery at the table. Make sure you talk about the COVID booster vaccination thing or whatever. Just watch Inside Job on Netflix and just pitch ridiculous fucking theories and out conspiracy your creepy uncle, you know? Because everybody's got it's like, oh man, the Earth's flat, or like the Earth's hollow, or some shit. Where it's like we keep the Kraken and the dinosaurs in there. Just go full Alex Jones at the dinner table. Fuck it up. Just fuck it up for everybody. Listen to the four horsemen of conspiracies. That's Joe Rogan, Alex Jones, David Icke, and Michael Malice. These and one of which is just a book guy. He's not on like podcasts and shit. But he's like a guy that fucking talks about the lizard people and how they control every aspect of our lives and they switch in and out of dimensions and all that crazy shit. Speak that crazy fucking nonsense and make sure that your turkey is glazed with Moderna so that that you can be safe and eat the good eats and get mega fucking itis. Get mega itis. Watch some Pixar shit that's gonna come out that day. I don't know. Watch Encanto or something. Watch a family friendly movie and talk about like, oh, there's finally diversity in Disney films. Great. And then just as soon as it starts getting positive, just wreck it with QAnon shit. Just fucking wreck it. Just go fucking nuts, dude. Do not make it a good time. Solidify those horrible memories so you don't have to spend time with your family ever again. And that is a public service announcement. Of course I'm joking. Of course I'm joking. If you've been taking this seriously so far, why? You came here to listen to me talk complete fucking ADHD nonsense while stoned off of Eggs Benedict. I'm kidding, I wish it was Eggs Benedict. But this is what you get. This is what you get when you try to do an interview podcast and there's no interviewer. You're just talking into the void. You're just screaming at the sky. You're going, why, God? Why did you not give me enough confidence to network with people in your field and people that you find interesting? Invite them into your home and talk for an hour and a half about stuff. Why am I so timid? Socially. Ugh. It's just my brain. That's how it goes. That's what fucking happens when you have 10,000 thoughts going on at once. See, I haven't taken Ritalin since 20 years ago. And when I'm high, I notice that some of the isms come out. Like, this is how I'll describe it. It's kind of like you have a lot of tabs open on your internet browser, and there's music coming from 4 out of 6 tabs. And you don't know what to listen to first, running around in confusion in your own brain, giving yourself like a sensory overload when there's actually nothing going on. You could be, I've experienced this when it's just quiet as fuck in the house. And there's, and like kind of like now, because I live alone. But just imagine that the world around you is tranquil, let's say. But inside is just a fucking circus. And since being like, and I remember being on that shit. So, cause I was like hyperactive too, cause I ran around a lot. So I was able to like be still and focus on stuff, but my brain is still fucking going a fucking mile a minute. Now it's been described to me as flooding, and that's been happening frequently now, and I've been told that sometimes when someone on the spectrum gets a little stoned, they start getting weird. I'm generally a shy person on the real. I don't I don't, it takes me a long time to warm up with people. And when I do ease up, it's usually when I'm stoned and I am literally fighting with every fiber in my body to keep focus on the person I'm talking to or listening for that matter. And with that, there are 700,000 other fucking sounds going on at once. And it gives me trouble locking in on someone. And it is just fucking hell when it's actually nothing and it's your own brain doing that with you. I've fucking bombed my last couple of sets just because my brain is just not locked in on moment to moment in my tight 10, let's say. Just fucking jumping all over the place. And I'm trying to talk about it on stage in a funny way, but I still get sidetracked. I still get fucking sidetracked by something else, or I'm trying to fill in the time, or I should just fucking slow down. And I haven't been recording game tape lately. I've been recording audio and I've been keeping it, but thing is it's not good footage. I don't want to give my Patreon homies I really don't want to give my Patreon homies subpar work. Like, I want to put out good stuff. And for the homies that have stuck around, thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm trying, and there's a separate podcast on the Patreon, the Jake Off Sessions, where it's just other behind the scenes, just the stuff that I don't openly talk about. It's a therapy session. Or that's what it's become. It's the same reason why girls get an OnlyFans account. It's for attention. But I'm not about to whore myself out on Patreon. I'm not good looking enough for that. But if I was a chick, damn would I. But okay, we're getting off track here. I haven't been producing game tape lately because I feel like I have enough footage to where I got my 15. I just need to do 15 at a large enough spot, and that'll be like my good tape because I have a good 5, but I need to have 15. And doing that at bar shows when there's low turnout doesn't quite work in terms of like good quality tape, you know? I gotta get those, but that's all right. I'm going back to LA in a couple of months, and we're gonna make it work. It has to work. Now, so I fucked up. I thought my lease was up in January. It's actually up at the end of January, so I'm stuck here for another month, and breaking your lease does not look good. So I gotta fucking figure that. We'll let the Apocalypse Fund pay for it. We'll just let the Apocalypse Fund pay for it, and it's fucking fine. It's peaches and cream. It's a minor setback, but it's still doable. I already have leads on places to live. I already have leads on a job at one place, possibly. So I'm just super antsy because nor can I hold any of these positions. These are all like maybes, but I am ready to leave right now, but I can't. And that fucking sucks. So I need to like develop another hobby or something. Oh, wait. I already got one. But I just got to write more and sleep a little less. I've been sleeping too much lately, and I'm kind of like already manifesting my going away. I've already talked to my cousin about like, hey, I'm going to throw out one of these privacy dividers. Do you want this one? Or I'm going to give you back the mini fridge and your desk, your spare desk and all that. Like, I'm just going to start making it look like I was never fucking here. And what I want to do for number 100 is do a thing, a compilation, not necessarily a podcast, is just document my trip back. It could be boring as fuck. It could be an extra episode. It could be something, but I wanted to do that for 100. But That's not going to happen. That's fine, but it's going to happen anyway. It's just not going to happen on the cusp of that triple digit number that's coming soon. Man, I am just really committing to this, aren't I? Ugh. For someone that has ADHD, autism, I've been more than impressed with myself in terms of where I wanted this podcast to go when I started. And I reached that goal. I talked to a few people. I had a couple of people on the show. Cody was great. John was great. Adrian was great. And it's just the scene that I'm making up excuses now. The scene is so small that, like, you know, I honestly want to get everybody once. And Adrian and Brandon were like, those were their second episodes already. But, you know, and having like people in a rotation or something, because like I want it to be different every time. Another friend of mine who's into like the video game industry, like on the technical side of things, like Spencer. I interviewed Spencer on number 30, and previous to him was like another comic, so I wanted it to be like just different people that I know in like my circle. But those were like all audio at the time, and not everybody's so happy to be in front of a camera. You know, some people are camera shy, and if I have someone on that just doesn't want to be on the camera, then that'll be an audio episode. So, you know, fuck you, it's free. But I'm at a good place where I wanted it to be, but like maintaining that and having people like come over on their own time. Like I'm working with other people's schedules and shit. People have their lives or whatever. I haven't been asking enough because I'm a scared, nervous person, but you know, I wish I could improve that. I want to try to improve that for next year because I'm already thinking about my goals for 2022. I'm already thinking about it. I'm already, because by the time you come up with a New Year's resolution, it's already fucking New Year's. It's already there. And then it's too late. So I'm already thinking of what goals to set in for next year. I am for sure going back to LA. Like that is for sure happening. And just go back to where I was in 2019. Except I won't be living with a fucking hoarder. You know, just live a higher standard and really play the game a little bit better. I'm working into some research and strategies on the stock market, being an actual fucking Chad and playing in, you know, my fucking stereotypical home field because I'm a white guy. I'm fucking around with the stock market a little bit. Not so much where it's because it's gambling, but not really. Knowing what companies to invest into depending on which way things go. Like, for example, like I will invest into, you know, electric cars and electric charging companies just because like we're headed in that direction. Over the next 10 years, like that's my long-term shit. Like I'm just putting money like into newer things. Like the problem is they're spending more than they're making. Like fucking Rivian is like a car company and they haven't made a single fucking car yet. But people are already like putting money into that and it's like $120 a share right now or whatever. But and I'm waiting for it to like dip even lower because like in 10 years when electric cars will probably be more commonplace, that's going to be worth more. So just like hold on to that shit, you know? That's the stuff I'm holding on to. Now there's like short-term stuff, but I don't know enough about that. Like, you know, what to be short-term on, what to be long-term on. And I'm only using Robinhood right now. Like there's probably other accounts I could probably get into to invest further into it. But I'm investing very little and very conservatively right now just because I don't know the game, man. I don't know the fucking game. And this is all happening while Staples Center is changing the name of the arena to Crypto.com Arena. It's like we're making up stuff as we go. We're just making up shit. Like I feel like cryptocurrency is just the Chuck E. Cheese tokens for adults. It's not like you could still get tokens by playing games and getting tickets to get that Xbox. So you're paying for the Xbox in cryptocurrency, in Chuck E. Cheese tokens, by fucking around and playing games, or in this case, it's blockchain and mining. I don't know what those words actually mean. I'm just regurgitating it, and I'm dipping my toe into the waters a little bit. And the more I know, the more I'll strategize and stuff. But I want to play that game because I'm tired of working in food. I'm tired of working in food. Like, I'm in my 30s now, dude. I cannot go back to fucking the service industry. I have an in, or I have a resource rather, of someone that could possibly maybe refer me to a job in maybe media production, but I'm not at a place yet where I feel like I've earned that, because I don't want to like grovel or be needy or whatever, or just casually ask like, hey, is there someone you know like behind that? Like, I'll talk to my mentor maybe and just be like, oh, is there someone you know that could need like a PA or something like that? Just getting into the TV business is such a fucking like, it's such a trial. It's really such a trial. Like, had I not known, like, had my mom not been in like the sound department for so long, like she can't help me because she's retired from it, but just being adjacent to that for my whole life has just made me wonder, oh, I know it's a hard nut to crack, but like, I could do it. I could do it. And if I just have to have faith in healing my gut, so maybe I won't be the fucking guy that has IBS at the workplace that has to wear a diaper, and those who don't know or are too stupid to be aware of it just think I got a badonk. And it's like, the fuck, bro? Boxers or briefs? Depends. But I gotta be able to do it. I gotta be able to live a higher standard of living, because I don't want to have roommates. Now, I might have to at first, but I really don't want to struggle anymore. I'm being smarter with my money, because I'm being extra Jewy and smarty about it, because it's more than I know what to do with right now. And so far, I'm not doing a very good job by just letting the Apocalypse Fund pay my bills. I'll have a little bit less than what I would want coming into California, but that means we just gotta work hard. We got shit at stake. I've got like a healthy cushion, but you know, it's gonna be a trial by fire, and I only got one shot at this. So, and hey, if I end up homeless, at least I'll be warm. You know, that's just on my brain. Like moving back has just been on my brain for a couple of months now, and I and this isn't smart, but I don't want to like find another like fuck shit job or whatever to like make me not go into my Apocalypse Fund, but I don't have it in my heart of hearts to go to a place, get hired, and be like, oh yeah, I'll work really hard, and then just dip in a couple months. Like, that just doesn't seem cool with me. Like, because I can't find it in me to do that. I really can't. And I don't know why, but I just can't do it. And you know what? I can chill. I don't have to fucking deal with the world. I can just hunker down for just a little bit longer. Keep writing the jokes while the mics are still free, because once I move, it's going to be pay to play again. And that's going to end up burning another hole in my pocket. But this is my only chance. And I'm in it to win it. All right, that's going to do it. This is a short one. Hopefully, I'm going to be going out of town to see my aunt and in the middle of nowhere to do Thanksgiving. So I'm going to put this out, and I don't know if I'll have another one by next week. I don't know. I'm kind of playing it by ear. But this is how I run things, and I'm going to get better at it at some point soon. All right. Okay, thanks. Bye, everybody.